First, begin by removing number 8 3/8" head hex screws from cabinet cover. We recommend a 1/4" hex nut driver. Once removed, carefully clip zip ties holding wires with wire cutters. Remove screw numbers 1 and 7 from the top of the transformer with your screwdriver. Disconnect black wire and negative lead from the board's relay by removing gold chair connector. Discard chair connector. Remove hardware from all 4 corners of the board using your flat screwdriver and 5/16 wrench. Move to the other side of the cabinet and use your flat screwdriver and 5/16 wrench to remove the top 2 screws and loosen the bottom 2 screws of the black heat sink and rectifier. Now, disconnect blue wire from top left corner of rectifier. Next, take the screwdriver and remove the screw holding the red wire and the positive lead on the bottom right corner of the rectifier. Now you should be able to completely remove the old board. You can now hang the heat sink and rectifier on the bottom 2 screws until needed. Next, mount the new board using the same hardware and tools as before. Be sure to reuse plastic spacers when mounting the new board. Once the new board is mounted securely, connect the negative lead to the board below the relay next to the blue wire. Next, remove the nut above the gold resistor, below the top left mounting screw on the board, and connect the black wire from the AC indicator light using the 5/16 wrench. Next, move back to the opposite side of the cabinet. Be sure when reconnecting the wires from the board to the rectifier that you run the wires above the transformer, not below or behind. Slide the heatsink and rectifier out and connect the red wire from the board and the positive lead back to the bottom right corner of the rectifier using your flat screwdriver. Now, take the blue wire from the bottom corner of the board and connect it to the top left corner of the rectifier. Now you can remount the heatsink to the cabinet using your hardware, flat screwdriver, and 5/16 wrench. Next, connect the white wire from the board to the screw mount number 7 on top of the transformer using your flat screwdriver. If your model has a timer, take the blue wire from the timer and the yellow wire from the board and connect them to screw mount number 1 on top of the transformer with your flat screwdriver. If your charger does not have a timer, take the blue wire from the bottom of the 10 amp breaker closest to the transformer and the yellow wire from the board and connect them to screw mount number 1 on top of the transformer. Finally, you can re-zip tie the wires over top of the transformer and replace the top of the cabinet with screws and the nut driver.